What's going on, guys? King Raven here, and I'm coming to you with another video. We're going to do more of a knife review instead of a comparison, but we're going to be taking a look at two different knives, and I want to talk about some of their similarities. But before we get into the video, let's do a wrist check. Today I'm wearing the Phoebus Voyager 2.0 brown dial. This has an awesome brown sunburst dial. I love this watch. It's a little bit dressy, but it's still a great tool, diver, whatever you want to call it, watch. It's got great water resistance. It's just, an outstanding watch. And y'all know I love my Phoebus watches. I think I've got like 5 of them right now. But excellent watch. I love it. Love the way it wears. Love the bracelet. It's just outstanding. Well, today is Sunday. So, of course, we're going to do Spyderco Sunday. We're going to talk about two different Spydercos today. One of them being the Spyderco Smock. This one is in natural or jade G10 with an M4 blade. We're also going to be taking a look at the Spyderco PM2 Tanto. This one is in natural or jade G10, whatever you want to call it, and an M4 blade. These are both, I believe, Blade HQ's exclusives, but these are excellent knives. So you see where I was talking about some of the similarities, but we're also going to talk about their differences. Both of these, of course, obviously, natural JG10 handles and M4 blades. But beyond the JG10 and M4 and the same style of pocket clip, these are completely two different knives. So let's talk about the Smock first, and then we'll get into the PM2 Tanto. So the Spyderco Smock is a button lock, but in essence it's just a reverse compression lock. So instead of mashing the compression lock, the actual button mashes the compression lock. So you're still looking at a top liner lock style. I don't know if you can see the little liner in there. You can probably make it out, but this button, that's what it does. It just mashes that liner, and then you can flick the knife close. Flipper tab, I love the way the flipper tab does, because since it's at the top and there, it has absolutely, it's just smooth. Very easy, very slim in the pocket, especially for the size blade that it is. Now, it does have a good usable finger tool, but if you look at the size of the blade and go cutting edge to cutting edge, you are not far off from the PM2. Very, very close. So this is actually a little bit larger knife than you might actually think. The Spyderco Smock is an excellent, I think it works really good for EDC, because not only is it very slim in the pocket, it's not the thinnest thing ever, but it's not like huge and chunky, but it's got a great blade. This blade comes to an excellent point, excellent tip, very slicey. It's just a stellar design and I think Spyderco did great with this variant, because M4 steel is a tough steel. I love it. You can sort of get at the Spidey hole to roll it out. It definitely works better with the flipper tab. I'm not a Spidey flicker, so can you get to the other side and Spidey flick it out? Some people might be able to. I'm not even going to attempt it because that's just not me. I can slow roll it from this side with the cutout, but as you can see, it's tucked pretty tight. When I normally deploy it, I'm going to deploy it using the flipper tab. Or some people do what they call the button lock flick. So you hold down the button lock and you can flick it back and forth. So that is one of the ways that you can deploy this knife. It is an excellent knife. I definitely highly recommend it. And if you can get a variant in the M4, you won't be disappointed because M4 is a stellar steel. One good thing about the Jade Natural G10 is you can leave it like this, or these are very, very easy to rip dye. You can dye them whatever color you really want. Let's take a look at the PM2 Tanto. So still, same color scales, same M4, but of course this is a completely different animal. The Tanto is a lot more hard use than I would say the Smock is. Smock's a little bit thinner, a little bit slicier. This has got a little bit more beef to it. It's not a thick knife by any means, but it's got a little bit more strength. The grind, you've got the straight grind right here, and then you've got the secondary Tanto style grind, which gives it a good strong tip. So it's very good. You can do some scraping. It gets into packages real good, and that's where a lot of my use stems from. Is I'm more boxes and packages and stuff like that. This will break down boxes great. And as far as opening boxes, I love a Tanto sheerly because this little tip right here, you can stick right into the tape with this tip that protrudes down, and you can just zip along the tape, and you don't have to worry about going too deep and damaging what's in the packages. You can just stick that little secondary tip and zip open the tape. Works great. That's one of my favorite uses. That's one reason why I do love this Tanto Spyderco. I use this knife a lot for that very reason, especially if I've got several packages coming in that day. Pocket clip. I'm not a deep carry pocket clip guy, okay? I prefer this spoon clip on the Spydercos over a deep carry clip, unless it's their wire clip. But I have some that have that, especially an aftermarket deep carry clip. I don't know. I guess I'm more funny about that particular style. This is a much better in the hand to me, and in the pocket for sure. Yes. Is it going to carry a little bit more out of the pocket? Yes. To me, that's not a bad thing. For me, especially being in a wheelchair where you're grabbing and you don't have able to stand up to where you can get real deep, this area right here that sticks above, that's a perfect place to grab a hold of and pull out. So this style pocket clip works much better for me, and I think for other people in wheelchair, you would really appreciate this pocket clip over a deep carry because of the actual accessibility and being able to access your knives. So we have taken a look at the Tanto PM2 and the Spyderco Smock. Both M4, both Jade G10. What's your favorite Spyderco? Let me know down in the comments. Is there any other comparisons that you would like to see or reviews of knives? Let me know. Please follow me over on Instagram at Shield Arms. And until next time, y'all be safe out there. This is King Raven. Talk with you later.